Let's see here. Okay, dear truth-seeking family, we're back once again. And today, in this video here, we will look into South America. That place got some interesting stuff. Ruins and red bricks, melted buildings, and all kinds of stuff. So there's some interesting stuff I will show you about that place. And also I want to remind you about the Tartarian meltdown video photos. Which is a folder on Google where I just post all my photos that I have used in my videos. As you can see, there is plenty here. I think it's like 800 or something pictures, 900, I don't know. Still increasing, will increase until it's full, then I have to make a new one. So the link will be down below for that. If you're interested in checking out the photos for yourself, you can do that. You just scroll here, you find one, and you click on it, and bam, you get them on your screen. And I just made a video, reminder video for the stream tomorrow. It's the video before this one, short 2-minute or something video. So check that out as well if you haven't already, because there is a stream tomorrow on the When the Buildings Cried channel. That's Jerry. And also check out Spartan Red. His name is Derek. Links down below in description. So let's just fucking go. So here you see melted buildings in the background, which they call mountains. But we know it's only melted buildings. Here, liquid building, and what you see here is a pocket of survival. But you see this shit? That's like a wave of melted building that's coming from the left here and covering the building here. You see how fucking melty that shit is over the roof and stuff. And the retards, they think they built it here under this what we call rock curtain. But that's because they ain't thinking at all. We know what's happening here. The Eagle Eye crew knows what happens here, or what did happen in the past during this event. It got flooded by some fucking liquid building here. Just see down here and all this melting. It's so easy to see. Even this one survived for some reason. See the melting here. Yeah, you know what you're seeing, so a very interesting picture. Here you see it again from another angle. See this brick flood here coming on top of it, and then it fucking hardened up very fast, like bam, and then it's just solidified again. For some unknown reason, we have theories about it, but we don't know if it's correct. But it seems to be have happened very quickly when the heat got away very fast. So just see the melting here. Like melted ice cream or something. It's so easy to see. And this is melted building as well. You still see some red color here. Dustified. Here the bricks turn into stones. And all these things you see here is pretty much just the footprint left of the buildings that used to be here. There's nothing left here, almost, but it's all red brick, and it used to be buildings. And here you see the nice red color all around, except here. Those lost its color, but you see how it all turned into blocks. All blocky, all around here. You know what you're looking at. I'm not going to spend too much time for the retards, like with the pen and all, and yeah, you know how that is. Do this and like draw around all these fucking blocks because oh fuck, I can't even draw because I'm retarded. Yeah, there's no point in doing that because you can already see here what we are looking at. Because you know, because you are a part of the Eagle Eye crew. So those brain dead people, they can, if you're one of them and don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch all my videos and all the videos in the on the channels in the description, and then you can come back and talk. Don't talk before you have done your homework and research, because then you're just making a fool of yourself. And if you do that, you need to just watch more of the fucking videos. Here, turn all into stones and liquefied here. Liquefied. Here was a ocean or lake of liquid melted lava building. Here you see concrete molds around this doorway, and the bricks here turned into stone blocks. The ground also was red bricks, and now it's blocks. And here it's the same. You see the molds and the blocks. Some blocks are big, some are more flat and long. This is a pretty nice block here. Here is a long one, and bricks on the top. That's how we know this was all bricks. I mean, they can build this, you know, this fine artwork and all, and then they build the rest with this crappy looking piece of shit around it. That makes no sense to me. If they are intelligent enough to make this shit, why would they make the make the rest of the building look like a living hellhole? I can't understand how people can think that. Blocks here, down here. Yeah. And here you see the blocks, no mortar left, it's all melted into these blocks and shit, cooked out of between the bricks and blocks, and in the background it's all pretty much dustified buildings, mud mountains and shit. And here is in a city, and as you can see, and the retards think it's ancient Roman ruins. That's what I think. But we know what it is. It's Tatarian. You see here the melting. See the bricks. Used to be more red than this. You see a little red here. And on the top of these walls you see the melting. And here, very melted. Columns melted here, destroyed. Here melted. Can't understand how people can't see this. Melted here, more broken columns and shit. And here you also see the Tatarian arches and all that, and they made a road on top of it. Here you see more. See, it goes under the city, like we are living on top of the melted remains of Tataria. It's very crazy. Yeah, classic evidence. The red color, the mountain, and how the grid heat fields cut into it and made this. Here it looks like it wanted to form some blocks, and some parts fell off here or something, and yeah, now they are laying down there on the ground. Here, see this line here? Sometimes the lines goes vertical and sometimes horizontal. Very much different depending on the location. Difference, not different. And here is an animation of how the building might have looked like before it got fucked up. Could have been. And all these columns and shit, it looks like it's connected to like a motherboard on a computer. It looks very nice too. So yeah. And here you see this, all the blocks, no color on the top here in the background, inside here. But here a lot of the red color is still there. Concrete molds again. Very blocky. Underground liquid lava building, as we have seen many times. There's this big block. And here, see this melting and churning here. Going blocky here. Still see the bricks. Here more bricks. Here they turn all into stone, smaller stones. And here it's more blocks, more bricks, melted. Here you get these stones and churning, more bricks, and more bricks, and more bricks, and more bricks. So many red bricks. Wonder how many times I have said that word now. Me, Jerry and Derek. Red bricks, red bricks, red bricks. And here more red bricks. Here they turn blocky. Melted. Here's the stairs. Zoom, you ass. Looks not too bad condition, but still destroyed. Here they turn into smaller stones and blocks. Almost. Melted. And bricks. Columns. Yeah, you see all the blocks. Not the first time you see. Turn into stones. And all this is a melted building. Here is more, many small stones they turn into here. A big fucking so-called mountain, which is just a melted building, which we know. Blocks, 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 blocks. Blocks. Big block here. Small one on the top. This one has blocks. And a lake of liquid building on the ground. Or it used to be. Then it dried up and we get this mud thing. Mud and sand. No mud floods. It's liquid building floods. Yeah, you see the blocks. And here you can see the color here is very dark. Like scorch marks, look, almost. The ground, all red bricks, turn into blocks. Blocky, blocky, blocky. Yeah, you see. You know what you're seeing. Just showing you the evidence that it happened everywhere. Blocks. All the red bricks turn into blocks here. And some of them also is very dark. Scorching and shit. Got pretty hot up here. See some small stones. Looks like the mortar coming out here. Nice blocks around the doors. You see? And then not so nice blocks here between. For some fucking reason. Here again, more blocks. Damn, it's so destroyed. Imagine this was a huge, perfect red brick building, and now it looks like this. Just some blocks at the bottom here of the building, and the rest is just gone. It's so insane. Here, all this also, red bricks, turn into this blocky shit. And here is a mountain, and you see the nice red color as you recognize. And here, this more bright field here, this line, is because it was hotter here, so the color got cooked out. Here it's still remaining, and down there, and here it's more like mud. Here, very melted, very melted. And here you see those again, like just the footprints of buildings. Not too clear picture, but you see the destruction of this. Very mangled. All this shit is just blocks now. And the rest of the things is all gone. It's totally destroyed. And I think they call it the Jesuit temple or something, but they didn't build shit. Got nothing to do with Jesuits. It's just stolen history. It's all Tatarian. Scroll, you Bill Gates machine. Fuck. There we go. Red bricks turn into blocks again. All around, and a lot of missing building here. All this shit was perfect red bricks. Very beautiful. Look at this. Looks like it was columns, and now they are just gone. No more. There's melting here. Yeah, turn into stones. Lost its color. A big block here. Melted buildings in the back. All this shit was buildings. It's so wild to think about. Just imagining the size of these buildings. They must have been so goddamn huge. Insane. Rock balloon. This one. And here we see the blocks again. The stairs all turn into blocks. And here. And here it turned all into mud or sand. Mud sand. Liquid building. And look at the fucking skies here. Like these frequencies they use on the chemtrails, and you get these patterns. It's so disgusting. Ugh. Oh my god. Scroll, you fucking... Yeah. Not going to say that. But I had a word that was not so pretty. Here, turn into blocks. You can see the melting here. Swelling and expansion. Viscousness. Before it hardened up, just see. All this shit was viscous. Look here. See here, top of this one. Melted. Very blocky in the back. Big blocks, big blocks. Look at this nice block here. More blocks and more justified building in the back. Damn, just see this. This is viscousness, if that's the word. Viscousness, maybe a new one. You can see it. Just see the wave here. Yeah. Blocks, big block, more blocks, blocks. See the fucking wave here? It's like coming from the top over itself, creating a rock curtain on itself here. It's so clear to see this is melted. If you can't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. See the stairs here? Melted. Some smaller blocks here. Nice red color in this one. Very good evidence here. We know what's going on here. Big block at the top and Tetris wall here. And yeah, here also tone block the stairway. Tetris wall here. I will explain more about this soon. Fuck, I have more pictures of it here. All this was red bricks turned into this. Dry ass fucking stones. All this whole fucking picture was red bricks. And you know that. Here, destroyed, but we can call it pocket of survival. You see how it goes into the fucking so-called mountain here. And the retards think they built it that way. Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? Makes no sense. Here the building melted over itself and then it hardened up and you get this. This is the result. You can see the roof going into the goddamn mountain here. They can't see it. You see block lines here. Very damaged block lines. And bricks turned into stones. And here, sorry. Okay, so here you just see this whole thing here just melting down. Like, it's so easy to see. Melted down and then it hardened up. Melted like ice cream. Here you can still see red. Some red here. And down there. Putty. And here, turn into this, like almost like a yeah, it was about to go full fucking Tetris wall here. You can see it on the edge here, expanding, and yeah, little more heat than it would have been a full Tetris wall, I imagine, and liquid building in the back. Okay, so here is this Tetris walls. And all this shit was red brick. Believe it or not, it's not carved out and fit perfectly together. It was, hold on. You can see here. You see this, all these shapes and shit. But that was because all this was viscous. And the weight made it sink down to itself when it was viscous. And then you get, look here, this is supposed to go like straight here, and then this sunk down and created this shape here. It wasn't built like this. It happened during the event, and then it hardened up, and then it looks like it's fit perfectly together. Just see all these shapes. You can't do that. It's not possible. You see it? Just the viscousness, and then it sink down, create all these shapes, and then it hardens up. And then this is the result, and the people is going around here trying to figure out what the fuck, what was going on here in the past. And we already have the answer. So we just need to share it with them. That's what I'm doing now with you. And background, yeah. Liquid building. See the lines here. Lines here. All this shit. Huge buildings. Melted down. And now it's just this shit. This realm is so destroyed. It's insane to think about. Here, more Tetris walls and a big block on the top. You see the shapes here. Here you can see, yeah, this is good evidence. I have shown, I have shown this before in actually one of my first videos, I think. But I'm getting better now than I was back then. It's just a month ago or something, 5-6 weeks, I don't know. But this one didn't go Tetris yet. This is still blocks, 4 blocks here. But they would have, if they got more heat. Blocks. They are also pretty flat on the surface here. Those are more rounded out because of expansion and shit. You see it on the sides or the so-called corners. So yeah, that's the Tetris, and here is more. And this comes from heat expansion. I have even heard a theory from the retards that they when they carved this out from the mountains, they let this be there on purpose because they used it to grab it so they could lift it on place, you know. Put a rope around here and whatever the fuck they would have used if that was the case, but it's not. But you can't even get can't get a grip on something like this. It's so retarded. You see here, it's just starting to expand from the heat. That's all it is. You see the Tetris here. Very crazy. Here you can see melting and scorching holes coming from the viscousness. See here. I have more pictures of this shit. See the block on the top? See the red goddamn color here? That's fucking red. Where is that coming from? Yes. That's correct. And this one just makes me sad, honestly. This is just sad, okay? Because here, I found this picture, I didn't draw it. I found this, and they think this is like, this shape here is trying to resemble like some kind of animal. That's what humans think these days. Yeah, they think that. They think this is animal, they think they live on a spinning space testicle, they think vaccines is good, all that shit. That's what humans are thinking these days. And we are surrounded by them. Everywhere you go in the cities. Go in the city and every person you see is thinking that way. It's just, I don't know what to even call them anymore. See here. Not completely cooked together into one block here. It would have looked like this. Here is holes from the viscousness. All this bubbling very hot and coming apart here when it's heavier than the air. Starting to, yeah, would have, if the heat was there long enough, eventually it all would become fucking dustified and shit. See here, this is the normal mountain look we get. This one isn't complete either, as you can see. So I hope some of this shit is helping you to understand what the mysteries of these walls is, because we have solved them. But yeah, they think this is resembling an animal. It's very crazy. Not too much brain activity in that one. Here too, like a lion laying down or something. It's just so retarded. Look at this, Jerry. Can you believe it? How dumb these people are. It's just insane. Oh, but we are trying to wake them up because we need them, because there is a lot of child predators out there, and those need to be that wasn't so comfortable. Okay, so here is a giant fucking of these motherfuckers in this Tetris wall, and here you can clearly see it's not a carving. You see the red color, and you see this melting here. It's starting to melt because it's so fucking hot, viscous and hot, and just starting to melt and come down here. These pieces here, imagine this whole thing just sliding down on it, just pulling itself apart into pieces. Look up here, this Tetris wall. Inside here it's still stones, which would have cooked together into a fucking big block here eventually, but it didn't. Just see how uneven this shit is. I mean, look at this block. Looks pretty nice. Why would someone make it this nice and then make this and this and this so crappy? Makes no sense. Here more stones, and see here holes, pieces coming down. And here they probably think this also is an animal, but it's just the same. Here it's again with a little bit more different angle. See the holes here. Stones, holes, viscousness and destruction. All this, imagine this used to be just small red bricks, and now it looks like this. It's pretty crazy. Here, nice blocks here, close to this door, or a pass through here, and this is more stone-like. Not completely cooked yet. And here, destruction of red bricks again. And the walkway is red bricks, which isn't too destroyed. You can see the bricks here. And here blocks. Yeah, very destroyed. And here, total destruction. See the melting here coming down on this concrete mold. It's just a concrete mold. See the red color here. Melting down, little black scorch marks here. And here, turn into stone blocks on this side. Looks a little cracky here. And on this side, you still see the red color. Here, turn into blocks and stones. More red here. Here you can see a melting of these blocks. See here? Very hot. See here. Here. Dripping down. If you just look for the details, you find good clues here. And the ground here used, which this man is walking on, used to be all perfect red bricks, and now it looks like this. Another concrete mold here too. All this is molds, and it turned into blocks. Blocky, 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 blocky all around, and still got some black scorch marks here. Almost like some of it was on fire, burning hot. And here, concrete molds. Nice design, and blocky red blocks, red bricks. See here, melted. See how scorched that shit is. And here, turn into blocks. And the walkway, totally destroyed. Here is this again, all blocks, all blocks, all blocks. See up, oh fuck. See up here, melting, churning here. Melting, 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 and up here at this corner, melting together here. And here, all this shit is melted together, and you gotta be blind if you can't see it. Yeah, turn into blocks, very destroyed. Blocks here laying all over the fucking place. And a small little lake. Justified buildings. Scroll, you fucking Bill Gates, he can't do anything right here. God damn it. It won't fucking scroll. I can't fucking understand this. Arrow. Oh my god. Not back or forward. There we go. Jesus Christ, this Bill Gates thing is getting on my nerves now. He can't make an operating system that works, and he can't fucking make vaccines that's good for us, because we don't need that. When we have this divine design that we have, immune system and all that shit, we don't need fucking that shit inside us. It's just pure evil, and you need to stay the fuck away from that thing. You will turn into a zombie more than some people already are. They already made them use masks, and when they take the vaccine, that's when the real hell breaks loose. Trust me. Don't take it. Run instead. Defend yourself from that shit. Blocks. Scorching here, dark. Damaged. Here you can see bricks. Bricks. Very destroyed. Yeah. Okay, we scroll. Now it wanted to scroll. Here you see the destruction. How the bricks turn into blocks once again. Big blocks here. Concrete molds, and here. And up here, very damaged, very hot up here. Here you can see melting here. Melting here. Totally destroyed, melting. Arch, arch, and here. Destroyed, but still you recognize the red bricks, and the rest is just mangled to shit. But what you see is here. Okay, guys, just pay attention. Here. See this fucking red bricks? Yeah. And here. And here. And here. They are mangled, but still you can see it's red bricks. So why the fuck would I build with these big blocks and stones and all this crappy looking hellhole, and then put some bricks here and there to make a design? You know, it looks fucking horrible. They wouldn't they wouldn't do that. Gotta wake up now. Blocks, 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 yeah. You see. All was red bricks. Here we can see more. You see the bricks fucking everywhere here. The backside looks pretty bricky here. So yeah. And here, blocks and this doorway. See the see the design and the shape here and all. How they had the attention for detail, make everything look nice, you know. And here is a wooden plank, it looks like. That's sometimes what I used over doorways and windows, to have something to lay the bricks upon. But the wood looks fine. It's old and dry and all that, but it looks fine. Did not catch on fire. A lot of places. We have seen this. We see this more and more since we are paying more attention and trying to notice this wood more. And here, this is a weird place because hold on, hair is in the fucking way. Here you can see all these fucking bricks, and they looks almost modified here, if we can call it that. Modified bricks. Very strange place here. There is more pictures, hold on. Here, you see the same. You see all here is like dustified and muddy. And here is the bricks that's still kind of bricky, but still muddy, you know. Some blocky blocks. Very weird to see. Here again, you see this mud brick flood that came down. Looks very muddy here actually, or a mix between mud and clay and sand maybe, who knows. But you have the bricks and blocks here. Block, block, brick, 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 block. Very muddy. And here you see melting on the top, and yeah, it's about to fall apart here, I think, and some rock balloons and rocks at the bottom. Looks very muddy here. This is a mud brick flood. Brick flood. Here, all this was red bricks, and now it looks like this. See the expansion here. Rock ballooning. Here is nice blocks here. And here you get this mountain look, expansion and swelling here. Blocks here. And this whole thing here just melted into one piece like a mountain here. And all this was buildings. Here too, all this was red bricks. And here you see concrete molds. Some is melted, as you can see. Some is not. Big fucking block here. Some of them have holes from the viscousness. Here you can see a wave on itself. Big blocks, big blocks. And here you see what happens to this. Turn into blocks and stones and still have the red color. Lost it more on the top, more gray there. And here is this Tetris wall look again, and it has this heat expansion here. And on the top, just holy fuck, look at that one. Fucked up rocks here. Used to be perfect red bricks and it turned into this. It's crazy. And here you see bricks, and here, and it looks like this was pretty much underground. I don't know if they had found this and dug it up, or if it was left like this. But what makes me really sad is that they say, I found this on some article, they say they call it tomb, like tomb. They used it to bury people and shit. Yeah, they might have found skeletons, because we have evidence of buried skeletons from this event. Buried Tartarians, and then these retards here think, oh, it must have been a tomb, so they just call it that. But you can see the fucking ground level here and the brick mud flood here around it. So it was just buried in liquid building from the giant buildings around. Nothing more. It's not a fucking tomb. These people here, they have no idea. They are so crazy. They're just digging up this, finding some bodies, and just assume it's a tomb without doing any research. And then they tell the whole world, and they believe it, because they even believe NASA, you know. No research. As long as it comes from the TV, they think it's true. It's so crazy. Here more Tetris walls. Here you can still see rocks between. Didn't turn into a block yet. And just see here the viscousness. Holes and how it's starting to drip down. All this. Imagine this rolling down here on itself. Starting to pull apart from the top. Rolling all the way down like a raindrop on a window. Yeah, you just see here stones and scorching and Tetrising here. Scroll. Here you see it again, more close up. I mean, come on. Okay, this is the Tetris walls, which nobody can figure out what is. Just look here. Isn't this melted? Scorched? Yeah. They gotta be blind. See the holes coming here? Scorching. Very hot here. Here you see this again. See the holes? Yeah, this is melting. Melted fucking... Red bricks turn into this fucking thing here. And then it cooks and that get viscous, and this is the result when it hardened up very fast. Here you still see rocks. Didn't turn into these big blocks yet. And here, see this side? You see the bricks and shit, but this side is looks very dustified, liquid brick flood here, and here melted, and then this side it's destroyed, but it's more fine. You see the bricks, you see this, that and that. They used to look the same, just straight with bricks, and now this is melted. Blocks at the bottom, and blocks here. See here, melting. And here, more melted red bricks. You see here, looks like heat came from the top here and melted it all. All melted. scroll. Here again, same place. Here you see some concrete molds and melting here, just see. Very clear. And a lot of red bricks here. That's not red anymore. Lost its color by the heat. Oh my god. Now it won't fucking scroll again. It's so... there we go. Here, red bricks turn into blocks. Big blocks here. All this. And here it's stones. And this was buildings too. Here is one. This used to be melted down. Crazy. And here, all this was red bricks. All this shit. Here you can see some red. Fuck. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Why the fuck won't you, Bill Gates, scroll here? What am I doing wrong? I don't know what... I need a new picture viewer or something. Anyone have any advice? What I can use to... as the gallery instead of the... There we go, Bill Gates one. Had to zoom in and zoom out. It's so strange when I zoom in and when I zoom all the way out it won't scroll, so I have to zoom in and then zoom out. Then it will scroll. But now I had to do it 20 times before it wanted to scroll. It's just retarded. Yeah, you see the destroyed bricks in the foreground here and this whole building. But what I wanted to show you is this fucking dome here. Incredible. The brickwork and this Antiquitech. It's just insane how they built. Here is another one. Towers to the domes. Scroll, you fucking asshole. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I'm getting tired of this shit. It won't work. Okay, zoom in, zoom out. What is this? Full screen. Is that better? Okay. Here, this is all the Tetris walls from a distance. Justified buildings here. Maybe I need to go full screen. Now it works. Wow. I just need that, but now I can't draw. Then I need to stop drawing then. Here, red bricks turn into this messy shit, and all this shit was buildings. All this fucking shit here. It's whole mountains. See some red sand under the grass somewhere, a little revealed here. And all this shit. Look at this. Used to be buildings. Crazy. And here, all this shit. Look how melted and messed up that is. But here is some statue things. But I found it weird because I looked a little closer here. And you see this. And inside here. They look like they are hollow. Just a frame of metal inside. I might be wrong, but it just looks like it. It's just a skeleton of metal covered in something, concrete or whatever. But it still looks heat damage, as you can see here and here. I mean, is this like Tartarian or something else? Because, yeah, don't this look it looks like it's hollow. And this is like metal or steel, some kind of steel metal. And here. Yeah, I think I have another picture too. Hold on. Now it won't fucking scroll. Didn't help with the full screen, okay. Sorry for this, just Bill Gates. Here is another one, another angle. Looks melted, and it looks hollow. Like a frame just covered in concrete. I don't know. And here, irrigation system, coming a lot of fucking water here from the tops of these buildings. And yeah, you see these block lines all in a circle. All this was buildings, and you see the red color. This is the evidence. Here we get some green, blue, green here. Different, almost a rainbow here. You see brick lines, block lines, and shit. We know this was a building. Sorry. And here you get very nice blocks, Tetris blocks here, wall, and heat expansion here. And here, turn into rocks, big block here. And here, a very beautiful concrete mold. Maybe a Tartarian. And here you see an eagle with its wings open. And we have seen that everywhere. We can see it on the American dollar, and yeah, just look for the eagle with the wings open. And according to some researchers, it means active magnetic field. So just, if you follow Martin, for example, and all that, so yeah. Yeah, then we are finished with this video. So check out the channels below, and if you want, check out this photo dump here. Links will be in the description as always. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, hit the bell, share if you got open-minded friends, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.